Good morning. It is day 32. Another chilly morning on the Florida Trail. Not quite as bad as yesterday, but still. Woke up to mid 40s this morning. So several degrees warmer than yesterday morning, but as you can see, the sun is up and it's already getting warm. You can feel the warmth as it's beginning to hit us here above the trees. We have a 17-mile day planned for today, so still not our longer days, but it's still a good day. Good number of miles. We are going to pass or get to, in maybe 4 miles or so, Hidden Pond, which we hear a lot of good things about. Hopefully we get to see some animals. I haven't really seen much of anything in the last couple of days. This area is supposed to have bear active. Not that we want to really encounter a bear, but I certainly wouldn't mind seeing one. It is currently almost 20 after 8, and we are 2.25 miles in, just for your reference. All right, we'll catch up with you shortly. Remember that we're starting to enter some hunting seasons. I think we're maybe a first weekend of turkey right now or something like that, so, and the coming weekends as well. So we have brought these bright orange pack covers, make sure that we are being safe. And so we remembered what day it was, so we just decided it was time to put them on. Water crossing. Going through this section now that kind of feels like a little like jungle. The section just behind us, that, I don't know, 1/4 mile or so, was very thick. A lot of the palmetto and everything was cut back and everything just to keep the trail open. Lots of big ponds out here. Getting yelled at by some scrub jays. Not seeing them at the moment, but they're back in there somewhere, angry with us. This is Hidden Pond, spring-fed, from what we just heard from some other hikers here. The water is very clear and nice and cold. There is camping, looks like over there, where there's another couple going. I'm sure there's some sites back in here. You could stay back there as well. And we just took a break for a few minutes right over there where those other hikers are. So we're just stopping to get some water here for the rest of the day before we move on. How's that filtering going?
It's good. What, is this a new one?
No.
It's fine.
You're on camera. How's that filtering going?
It's fantastic.
We got some, not only a prescribed burn come through here, but looks like, I don't know, maybe a hurricane took a lot of this stuff down, or maybe just the burn did. I'm not sure, but yeah, there's a lot of debris on the ground here. Actually, there was a comment from last year sometime that said that there were hundreds of trees across the trail. I'm guessing they came through like this one here and cleared them all out since then, because I think it's been at least 6 months since that comment. But so far, so good. Looks like the crews have been through here to help out with that. Again, thank you, volunteers. I know you do a lot of work out here. We are now passing Hopkins Prairie, which is here on our Far Out app. It's all blue as if it was water, so I'm assuming that it fills up in the wet season. There is a little bit of water we can see out there, but that's what we're hiking by here for the next, I don't know, mile or two maybe. And right back in here, there's some really cool twisted trees. There's some back all through there too. Really cool. So, all right, we are going maybe another half a mile or so. We're going to go up to the Hopkins Prairie campground just to take a break, take our lunch break. All right, lunch at Hopkins Prairie Campground. There's a bat house right there, right at the entrance, which is cool. Started raining during our lunch. We were able to sit at a picnic table and get rid of trash, and there was a water pump there, which was great. But yeah, the rain that's expected for later tonight is apparently starting now. So we put up our umbrellas, and we got about 6 miles to go yet to get to where we're planning to camp for the night. Walking around Hopkins Prairie. Ready? This is the wrap up for day 32 on the Florida Trail. 17 miles today, and we started just outside, just on the north side of Juniper Springs, and we are now sitting at the Blue Blaze Trail that goes up to the town, or to Salt Springs. The third, I think you said there were 3, right? The third of the springs, at least that we know of, Alexander, Juniper, and Salt. So we came here. We're at a dispersed camping site for the night that I will show you in a bit, but there's not much to see really. So anyway, the day was, well, started out cold.
It was cold again.
Yeah, it's cold again. Mid 40s.
45 degrees.
Yeah,
when
something
I
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was chilly.
Yes.
So we started out again, kind of with our rain jackets and hat and gloves and things like that, and warmed up quickly though. Mm-hmm. Again, just like yesterday, once the sun came up and started hitting us, once it got above the trees, it got warm quickly. So we
had all trail today. It was all wooded,
trail, yes,
for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
lots of prairie and
Yes.
marsh and pond
Yeah, lots of ponds.
spaces.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really nice.
Yep.
Yeah, it was really pretty.
Yeah, that Hopkins Prairie area. It's a large prairie area off to the. It was all around the trail,
'Cause we
really.
walked
We kind of
around.
walked around and through and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah. But that was a beautiful space. Again, I took some video of it, and there's not a lot of water in there right now, but I'm assuming that gets filled up, that whole prairie area.
It's probably just full of life.
Yes.
We saw some birds, but otherwise it was
Yeah.
another quiet day,
Quiet day.
animal-wise.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of bear scat.
Yes.
Saw a lot of
Yeah.
bear scat.
Yeah, in one place, one part of the trail in particular,
Yeah.
it seemed like. And a lot of downed trees
Yeah.
in through
Not
that one
anymore, though.
section. Well, the one section had where you had your little tumble.
But they were all little tumble. Is that what we're calling it?
Yes.
My
Yeah, I mean,
nose was
nothing.
bleeding, people.
We'll talk about that in a second. Not on the the trees weren't on the trail. It was cleared out.
They had
The
cleared
volunteers
it, yes.
had great job. Thank you coming out and taking care of all that.
But we think that it was hurricane damage, and they
Right.
finally came through and cleaned it up.
Yeah, it looked like
Yes.
potentially a lot of dead trees were standing. Obviously, had controlled burn had been through there at least once. It had been a while.
Yeah.
But we're thinking, the hurricane then
Yeah.
came through and took all those dead trees down because they were everywhere.
It was everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah.
That was work to clean that up too. You can tell.
Oh yes, yeah. And there were comments about hundreds of trees across the trail, but it's all gone. So, however, there was one tree that had come down right next to the trail, and the branches were sticking out into the trail, and somebody caught their foot on the branch. And what happened?
I went down,
You fell down.
and for the most part, my left hand and my nose
Your nose.
took the brunt of the force.
Yeah.
And we were carrying 3 liters of water at that point because we had filled up our water. So the
Right.
packs were a little on the heavy side.
Right.
So that just threw me forward.
Right.
And nosebleed.
Yeah, you hit your nose on one of the branches that was sticking out, I think, right?
No, it was on the ground.
Oh, you hit
I
it
hit
on
on
the
the
ground?
ground.
Oh, on the
yeah,
ground.
yeah.
Okay.
I was just glad it didn't hit
Yeah,
my
yeah.
glasses.
I
My
thought-
glasses didn't shatter.
Right.
Oh no, my
Okay.
nose
I
hit
thought
the
you
ground.
hit that branch sticking out. Anyway, it
Nope.
doesn't matter. Okay.
Anyway.
So nosebleed. I mean, it wasn't like gushing or anything, fortunately, but
You're
it was
just
bad.
making my mom feel better.
But it was bad enough. Yes, it was definitely
It was
bleeding. We
fine.
sat for a few minutes. How's your hand?
It's better.
Okay.
It's gonna be black and blue, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
nothing broken.
Hold your hand up so mom can see that it's that it's
fine.
okay. See,
Look, I
there
can
it
move
is.
around the fingers.
Yep. Yeah. So, yes, and your nose looks like it's still properly shaped, so
It
I think we'll
does.
be okay.
Fortunately,
Yeah.
yes.
So yes, that was the incident for the day. Not that we have one every day, but that was it. But yeah, not a lot of.
That was the
That was enough. That was
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was right after we stopped and watered up at Hidden Pond. Right. So-
Beautiful space.
Great space. Yeah, it was beautiful. There were other people there that we talked to briefly, and the water was fantastic. We're still drinking it. We had loaded up on water because we didn't know where we would get it after that. Fortunately, we did because we haven't really had
No.
water since.
We could probably get water around here.
Yeah.
But
There's some ponds, but again, things are low right now because it hasn't rained and because it's not the rainy season.
it's gonna be shallow and
Yeah. So,
messy.
yep. So I think that's about it for the
That's
day.
about it.
We caught up again with with
Tracks.
another hiker. Yeah, Bear Tracks, who's out here. He's a barefoot hiker, so he's out here doing that. And we've been bouncing around with him for the last week or so. Yeah, see him and then we don't see him. If, he passes us, we pass him, that kind of thing. So, so we're camping with him tonight at our little spot off the side of the trail that I will show you here momentarily. So, I think that's it, right, for day 32.
Day 32.
Day 33 tomorrow. We are headed to what I understand is iconic for this trail.
That's the word to use, I think.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's the 88 store.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really know much about it other than that. We've heard a few things, and of course what we read in Far Out.
Mm-hmm.
There's some food there. It's a bar,
It's a bar.
essentially. They allow camping. They have showers and laundry.
Yes.
And apparently very hiker friendly.
That's what I hear.
They allow package to be sent there.
Although we didn't.
We did not do that. And there was one other thing I was going to say about it, but anyway, so we're going to see what that's like tomorrow. We only have 7.5 miles to get there, so it'll be a short morning, and then we'll share that with you, and then we'll leave the next day. So probably in the rain. Yeah. All right, so that's day 32 and a preview of 33. Woo!
Night.
So yeah, all right, have a good night. All right, so this is us for the night. As you can see, it's just a little spot right off the trail. Or we are almost on the trail. So just a flat little spot with our friend Bear Tracks back there in his tarp tent. That's it. That's our entire camp for the night. Just south of the Juniper Springs Trail. All right. Hope you're well. Have a good night.